Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today, we will enter the world crafted in the 39 Steps by John Buchan. The 39 Steps by John Buchan, published in 1915, is a gripping spy thriller that follows Richard Hannay, an ordinary man caught in a deadly conspiracy on the brink of World War I. Fleeing across the Scottish countryside, he must outwit both the police and international spies to stop a plot that threatens global security. This novel is a classic in the genre, known for its suspenseful pace and intriguing twists. Plot summary: Richard Hannay, a mining engineer recently returned to London after years abroad, is feeling restless and bored with life in England. One evening, as he returns to his flat near Portland Place, a strange encounter with his upstairs neighbor, Franklin P. Scudder, changes everything. Scudder, an American who appears to be in a state of panic, convinces Hannay to let him into his flat. Once inside, he reveals a wild tale of political intrigue. He has uncovered a plot by an international spy ring to assassinate a prominent Greek statesman, Constantine Karolides, to throw Europe into chaos. Scudder, visibly frightened, explains that his life is in danger and that he is being hunted by these spies. Hannay is skeptical but intrigued and agrees to let Scudder stay the night. Over the next few days, Hannay gets to know more about Scudder's theories. The spies, Scudder says, are part of a group called the Black Stone, working to incite war in Europe. Karolides is their immediate target, a plan set to take place on June 15. Hannay is still not entirely convinced but finds himself caught up in the suspense of the situation. Then, one evening, he returns to his flat to find Scudder dead, a knife driven through his heart. Hannay realizes that he is now in grave danger, not only from the police, who will suspect him of murder, but also from the spy ring that killed Scudder. The key to unraveling Scudder's conspiracy is in his little black notebook, which contains cryptic notes and coded messages. Hannay quickly decides he must go on the run. With the Black Stone and the police on his trail, Hannay leaves London and heads for the Scottish Highlands, believing that the remote countryside will offer him some protection. He adopts various disguises and takes different modes of transportation to throw off his pursuers. On his journey, he encounters a series of close calls. At one point, he narrowly escapes a group of men who match Scudder's description of the spies. At another, he poses as a milkman to evade capture. His ability to think on his feet and adapt to rapidly changing circumstances becomes his greatest asset. Hannay's escape leads him to a lonely inn where he meets a young man who fancies himself a writer. Hannay, needing a place to hide, spins a tale for the innkeeper about being on the run from enemies who want him dead, much like the stories the young man loves to read. The innkeeper, thrilled by the chance to experience adventure firsthand, agrees to shelter him and even helps mislead his pursuers. This moment of respite allows Hannay to delve into Scudder's notebook, and he finally breaks the code. The notes reveal a more detailed plan than Scudder had been able to tell him. The spies are planning to steal crucial British naval intelligence and deliver it to the enemy. The phrase, 39 steps, seems central to the conspiracy, but its meaning remains a mystery. Soon, Hannay's enemies catch up to him, and he is forced to flee once more. He travels across the moors, evading capture at every turn, but the net is closing in. In a daring escape, he manages to steal a car and drive away, leaving his pursuers behind for the moment. Along the way, he assumes the identity of a road surveyor and gains shelter in a politician's house. Here, he gets his first glimpse of how deeply the conspiracy runs. The politician himself is one of the conspirators. Pretending to be an ally, Hannay gleans as much information as he can before making a narrow escape. Eventually, Hannay makes his way back to London, having pieced together enough of Scudder's plan to realize that the 39 steps are crucial to the enemy's escape route after they steal the naval secrets. With time running out, he decides to risk everything and contact the authorities. He meets with Sir Walter Bullivant, a high-ranking official, and convinces him of the seriousness of the plot. The British authorities are initially skeptical, but gradually realize that Hannay is telling the truth. They mobilize to prevent the theft of the naval intelligence, but the exact location of the 39 steps still eludes them. In a final act of desperation, Hannay returns to the coast, where he believes the conspirators will make their escape. He arrives at a seaside town and begins a frantic search for the steps, knowing that the enemy must be stopped before they can transmit the stolen secrets. At the last moment, he discovers the steps leading down to a secluded cove. There, he finds the spies preparing to escape by boat. Hannay confronts them. A tense standoff ensues, and with the help of the authorities who arrive just in time, he manages to prevent their escape and secure the stolen information. With the conspiracy foiled and the spies captured, Hannay is exonerated of all suspicion. He has not only avenged Scudder's death, but also thwarted a plot that could have led to a devastating conflict. As he reflects on his journey from bored expatriate to reluctant hero, Hannay realizes that life will never be the same. He has had a taste of danger and adventure, and he knows that he will never again be content with a quiet, uneventful existence. If this book pulled you in, don't stop here. Explore the rest of Richard Hannay series by John Buchan. Check the description or search Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in John Buchan's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.